my name is Stacy Gichuki. As Nziru has said, I am the outgoing Ask President, that is Actuarial Student Society of Kenya. Also, I am a student at Daystar University, awaiting graduation in November. And I would like to thank AAA for the opportunity that they have given me to share the state of actuarial science through a student's perspective. Yeah, so I'll start with my own personal experience as a student learning actuarial science. So uh, please, if you can go to the slide that it talks about the personal experience. Yeah, so learning actuarial science as a student is really not an easy task because it involves a series of rigorous coursework we need uh, that we need to do when you take your study. But I think the most interesting part of it is that the teamwork part, whereby we have to learn as a team. In actual science, the discussions that people have, especially in classrooms, and maybe in any other perspective, whereby we try to understand those complex formulas. Okay, it is really hard to do it alone as an individual. So teamwork is usually really encouraged, and I see that even in the professional area, whereby if you're doing an F4 exam studying for maybe CM1, most likely people look for study partners to do the same, and that that is what makes maybe our success in actuarial science more paramount. Then we have career actuarial project. This is seen when we do our projects in terms of whether you want to research on an idea that is going on in the actuarial industry. I think it gives us a really good opportunity to to see what the future holds for us as actuarial students, and also be able to enable us even share some of the projects that we come up with during maybe an event like the one that we said, I think, some time back about the product development competition, where students get a forum to present some of the projects that they get to come up with while they're in school, and we're able to present them to the industry. So that is really a great that is really a great opportunity that we get as actual students. Then we also have the part of the career opportunities, and this is whereby when you do a degree in actuarial science, or maybe when you decide to advance, you get to you get to learn that with a degree in actuarial science, you can venture into so many areas other than with that degree of actuarial science. I think that is also a topic that we were discussing during the national product development competition, whereby you can get to work as analyst, you can get to work in bank, you can get to work in financial companies and investments, and I think that is one of the things that we as actors are lucky to have done the course that is. So maybe in a student's perspective, some of the challenges that we face as students, one is the diverse curriculum that we have among our universities. It is so unfortunate that some of the some of the universities don't end up doing most of the actual coursework that is needed to do for you to do so as to graduate maybe with with an actuarial degree. And maybe this is a challenge to the society of Kenya, but maybe you can come up with a standard curriculum for an actuarial graduate degree, so that once we go into the industry, we can get some of the qualities that is really required for you to become a student. So maybe that is one of the challenges, because you'll find that some students, especially when it comes to the data analytics part, you will get some universities offer such units in their in their curriculum, but some universities don't offer the same. So maybe if we had a standard curriculum that guides students on, or maybe guides the universities on what an student graduate should learn before they graduate, I think that would be a good start. Then maybe the second part is the financial constraints that are there, especially when if a student wants to do an actuarial paper, or an actuarial paper, maybe by a core by Society of Actuaries, we usually face that challenge of the financial constraints, whereby the little that you have may not be to do the papers. But I am grateful that societies like FIFOA, the Society of Actuaries, they're coming up with sponsorship for students to do the exam. And I think that is a really great step, and we are looking forward to seeing more of that. Also, thank you to the AAA, the Actuarial Academy for East Africa, for also giving the opportunities to students to sponsor them in their training or in their studies for these papers. And we look forward to students applying to these to these scholarship programs, so that we can take Actuarial to the next step. Then we have the lack of awareness of different exam bodies. Now this comes in whereby, in okay, personally as a student, the only actuarial paper that I knew until until early last year was that you can only do a paper with a four exam body. But I wasn't aware of Society of Actuaries. I wasn't aware of past until early last year. So maybe this is a challenge to maybe AEA. Maybe when you're as much as you're offering studies for the I4, please also find a way to offer studies for the SOA papers and also the CAS, so that it can give students at least an alternative. If they see the I4 paper doesn't do it for them, maybe they can get the opportunity to do the other papers that are actually there. The other papers with a different body that are actually there. Then we have lack of mentorship. Yeah, then we have lack of mentorship. So some of these students don't get the mentorship that they require when uh, when doing the papers of anything. But I have seen some of the individuals in I've seen some of the individuals who maybe are for fellows come up with a mentorship where they take up a few students and try to mentor them on this actual journey. So maybe to our fellow actuaries that are around here, maybe I think mentorship is a big part, especially in this actual journey. So if you're up to the task, take a few students, help them through this actual journey, guide them on what to do. Because going to my next point, lack of clarity. We find some students, yes, they have done their actual degree, but they're not sure of what to venture in really, and maybe that even comes with the risk of taking the actual paper. Then maybe you find out that you want to go to the other direction of data analytics or data science or anything of the sort. So mentorship comes really in a big way, and we will be happy if some of the, or maybe all, if it's possible, take up some students for mentorship and guide them on this actual journey. So maybe going to the remedies that I came up with that can help solve some of the challenges. I think uh, for one, I think that maybe the Actuarial Society of Kenya can come up with a curriculum that is used in all universities to ensure that students in Kenya get a standard standard platform to study the actuarial degree. Then this is a start for more talks on actuarial papers, and we look forward to having more talks. I can see so many people have so many questions to the Society of Actuaries on the different papers that they offer, because they have seen they don't only offer actuarial papers, but other areas where they can venture into. So more talks on this will give a clarity to our students on on what on what to take, and maybe it will also help them to know what their future looks like. Then I think some time back there was a training for actual techniques training, and from the people from the previous ask executives that I've had a talk with, they have said that the training that was there before really helped them. So if maybe we could come we could come up with a way of introducing that, I think it would help most students in their journey, uh, in this journey for their actual their, okay, help them to get to the actual industry. Then maybe engaging universities through us. We have a situation whereby when maybe foundations like IFOA, foundations like the Society of Actuaries come to Kenya, they they only go to maybe certain universities, and these others are left without knowing more about more about the foundations, more about the scholarships offered by these bodies. So maybe if we could get once maybe you guys visit Kenya, if you're able to at least interact with the various universities. I think in us the universities are divided in regions. So maybe if you get an opportunity, come visit Nairobi region, one university, go to the central region, another university, go to western region. There's also universities there. If it at least if you'll engage universities through that aspect, it will broaden the knowledge about these bodies, and it will help us really it will really help students in knowing what what opportunities are out there for them. So the next slide, that is what next, or what is the future. So the future definitely, as we have seen so far, is technology, and this has also been brought also in doing for exams online, typing, for exams online, and so many other things. So we should be ready to embrace technological advancements, because the, the technology is really advancing at a really fast pace, and we should be ready to embrace. the technological advancements that are coming each and every day. Yeah, then we have the evolving regulatory landscape, and this is where I think late last year we saw the evolving of the IFRS 17, and this has is actually it seems like our learning doesn't stop when we stop doing actual papers. We have a long way to go, especially with the new regulatories that are coming up each and every day. We recently we saw the evolve of IFRS 17, and people had to go back and learn about it so that even as they're able to apply it in the different industries that they work in, they had to learn so that as to apply it. So let's be ready to learn uh, the new things that come up in the industry. And also, we are lucky that Actuarial is doing funding. Right now, we are investments. We can be able to work with Actuarial budget investments in banking sections, in insurance sections, and we are looking forward to us expanding even more in the near future. So let's also be ready to invest that even as we await what the future has for us. Yeah, that is all that I had for today. Thank you guys for your time, and thank you, Gay, for the opportunity to talk on this session. Thank you so much.